Hey everyone, it's Mr. Taylor and
Mrs. CJ.
we're going to teach you a few techniques you can use when reading familiar books with your kids. So check it out. Here we go.
Are you talking and I'm pointing?
Yeah, I'll
Or you're
talk.
pointing?
No, I'll
you point to
point.
that one, I'll do this.
Okay. So when you have a book that has text that looks like this, it's a little simpler, just a couple lines. We really want the kids to use a reading finger, and as they read along, be pointing to each word. Sometimes we'll see things like this, and they're moving along, just kind of pointing to space. Please encourage them and ask them to point right underneath the words as they read along. However,
When there are books that have more text on the page and several lines, we recommend a bookmark so that the student is moving the marker underneath each line and reading one line at a time. For example, "Where is lion?" said little monkey.
all right, so a few strategies for success when reading a text similar to this one is to have students use what we call text-to-picture clues. So if you're looking at this page or your child's looking at this page, they would read something like, I see I don't know what that says. Oh, it's a deer. I see a deer in the forest. Now, forest is a different one, and we're going to come to that clue in a little bit. But right now, let's go to Miss CJ and look at another strategy, which is skip it and then go back.
So I'm going to read this passage and then come to a word that I don't know. A coconut hit lion on his...
It's a tricky one.
I'll keep going. I'm going to skip it and see what comes next. Ouch, said lion. Now, as the reader, that's prompting me to look over at the picture to see what might be happening. Oh, a coconut hit lion, and I can see it's hitting him right on the head. Let me see if that works. I'm going to bounce back and reread from the start. A coconut hit lion on his head. Does that make sense? Yes. Oops. Did you already get it?
You're good. No, it makes sense. Thanks, Miss CJ. So the last strategy that you could use or that your child could use, or even better, you could show your child, would be to take a larger word like forest and look for the smaller words within. So forest, you can see, has forest. So we would ask the kids to break this larger word down, and it also works over with Miss CJ's book, but in a different way. For the endings of various words, are we going to get an example?
We are. For example, on this page, there are some words that have an ed ending. Oh no! And then I've got this word, elephant. If you notice your child pausing at a word that ends in ed or ing, it's helpful sometimes to use the marker to take that off and look at the root word. So now if I see shout, and then I add ed, I can say shouted. Oh no, shouted elephant.
Rockin'. Thanks, Miss CJ. Thank you, Miss CJ.
You're welcome. Happy reading.
Remember, just read.